Loyalty isn't rewarded. It's watched. Obedience carves a path. Silence keeps it open. And if you're lucky, the house that owned you might let you inside. Welcome to the Alphonso Archives. In a house like this, chaos wears a polished suit. It only takes one stitch to unravel it. At 11 a.m. sharp, Papi was to greet foreign clients arriving from Zurich.
I'm gonna shoot someone soon.
The car, gone, moved the night before, keys missing. In the guest wing, the Don's tailored suits, chosen for the wedding of his business partner Rubio, were no longer where they'd always been. Somehow, placed in the dry bin of the laundress, a full 10 minutes away. The chef, who'd served the family for 18 years, screamed in the old tongue, accusing the butcher's boy of misplacing the daily crate. The boy swore on his mother's name it was delivered on time, but somehow it sat outside overnight. Everything that should have been seamless stuttered, and those who relied on routine began to feel pressure where there'd never been any. He played no part in the problem, at least not visibly, but he became the solution. Quiet, fast, focused, like he'd seen it all unfold before it even happened. The Don had ruled long enough to know what chaos smelled like. This wasn't servant clumsiness. This was orchestration. And the boy who solved it may have been the one who sparked it. He let it slide, but he would remember. He had spent years listening, watching, pretending not to understand. But Alphonso wasn't built to wait. He was done being invisible. The first man Alphonso befriended in Calabria wasn't a vendor or a soldier. It was the gunsmith. A quiet old fixer who liked people that asked the right questions and shut up when they were answered. Under his breath and behind closed shutters, the old man taught Alphonso everything. He mimicked the associates, watched their hands, their breathing, their habits. He wanted to disappear like they did, like smoke. He wasn't stupid. Hits weren't about bravery. They were about precision. Every successful kill was a planned explosion, disguised as chance.
Guy in the old fish shop, 3 days from now. Easy cleanup.
You sure he's alone?
He would sneak out during the hours when even the priests were asleep. He would call the target, pretending to speak for the family. The Ianuccis need a word, a quick meeting. Come alone. One shot, clean. No witnesses, no noise.
He's already dead?
What the hell?
No one questioned the first one, or the second, but by the third, rumors spread like smoke. He didn't wait for orders. He made himself useful by force. By now he moved like a phantom. He knew when the guards were bored, when the dogs were sleeping, when the air was safest to breathe. This time, it wasn't a call, it was a scent. Meet me behind the chapel. 1 hour. Come alone.
Where are you going, pup?
He hadn't misstepped. He'd just gone too far. He wasn't supposed to be out here, not without a name, not without a purpose. And when you're just a servant, crossing that line is treason.
What is it you were chasing, Figlio? Blood, respect, or something else?
Boss, I wasn't trying to disrespect the house. I just wanted to prove I can be more than a kid who fetches towels. I don't want to be seen as a servant, boss. I want to be seen as one of yours. Let me earn the name I've been living under. Not as a boy cleaning shoes. As a man willing to kill for you.
He's got fire. Been useful since he had baby fat on him. Clean, loyal, sharp, built like a soldier. Hell, Don, he's practically one of us already.
You do this once, the wrong way, and you're gone. No name, no grave. But if you're who I think you are, then you're an associate now. And your work begins tonight.
He came for respect and earned suspicion. But in the Ianucci world, a danger is just another door to power. For 1 year, Alphonso did the work no one wanted, better than most who asked for it. No excuses, no noise, just clean execution. He wasn't brutal, he was precise. He showed up early, left late, made himself a tool for the family to wield, not a name to decorate their table. Tommaso watched him, not as a rival, not as a tool, but as something rare. A man without a name, building one with sweat alone.
You earned this, not 'cause you begged, 'cause you didn't.
At 18,
How you like that, eh?
Alphonso became a soldato, the youngest in the crew. But unlike the others, he wasn't just another name on the books. He was the only one who could walk into the dining hall, apart from the immediates, and leave with more respect than he entered with. He was a special case, a soldato with a seat closer to the fire than most consiglieres ever got. The boss never said why, but he never had to.
Did you flirt with my wife?
No. Respectfully, boss. Only an idiot would do some shit like that.
Then what is this?
That's not me. That's Julio. He lives on the 3rd Street close to the tailor. I could see how you'd think that's me, though. I'ma get that fucker first thing in the morning. Rest assured, boss. Just say the word.
Every man braced for blood.
You're a piece of work, kid.
By now, Alphonso had become Papi's shadow, or maybe his partner in crime. The capo with a mouth too big, and the kid with nothing to prove. Somehow they made sense together.
You ever wonder what it'd sound like if Vincenzo let one rip during Sunday dinner?
That's what we just heard.
You sick little bastard! Oh my God!
It wasn't me.
In a world where respect was currency, sometimes laughter made you rich. This was the family's youngest killer, lighting fireworks, blaming ghosts, and getting away with it. And somehow, Papi had never been prouder. He didn't see her at first, but she saw him. She had seen him before, of course, cleaning boots, carrying crates. But now, he walked different, spoke less, wore silence like it was tailored for him. Power doesn't announce itself. It enters quietly and leaves people wondering why they looked twice. By 18, Alphonso wore the soldato badge. But the chair beside the boss, that wasn't given to soldiers.
You know what the hardest part of leadership is?
Choosing who to lie to.
Why do you think Vincenzo talks so much?
because he thinks being quiet makes him smaller. Romano's smart, but you don't let him make the big calls.
Smart doesn't mean steady.
They didn't call it mentorship. They didn't call it anything. But Alphonso had become something no outsider had ever been allowed to be. Necessary. He didn't sit with the Don's family, but he didn't have to. The men who mattered already knew. If the boss had 3 sons, Alphonso was the 4th. He came to destroy the house of Ianucci. Instead, he became one of them.